Hi, this is a video on using Excel and Google Sheets to help us analyze data. We're going to be doing the soft drink activity again, and I'll get you to open up the soft drink machine Excel spreadsheet. And just over to the left here are the cell formula that we're going to use. So press pause, take your time to familiarize yourself with some of those commands. And we'll use Excel to help us perform statistical calculations for these stats that we can use for analysis. Okay, so this is what you should see when you open up that Excel file. We've got our machine A data, machine B data to the left here, and a summary table just in the middle here. So we'll just work our way methodically down for machine A. I'll show you how to enter it. Some of you may be familiar with how to do that yourselves. So if you want to beat me to it, now would be the time to press pause. But we will work through firstly the minimum. So you just press equals inside the cell, type in min, open the bracket, and then select the range of cells you want it to look up. Make sure you close your brackets and press equals, and it will find that lowest score for you. For the first quartile, your Q1, you press equals, type in quartile, open bracket, select the cells that you want it to look up. For here, we want the first quartile, so we'll put in comma 1, close the brackets and press equals. For the median, we type in equals median, open brackets, select the cells we're after, close brackets. Q3, very similar to the Q1. The difference being that after we select our cells, we press comma 3. Max, similar to min, type in max, select your cells, close brackets, press equals. For mean, here we use the command average, open brackets, select the range of cells we're interested in, close brackets, it'll pop that out for us. Range and IQR, you just will calculate by referring to the cell. So range, I want my max, subtract my min, and IQR is my Q3 minus my Q1. And we are done. Press pause and have a go at doing the same thing for machine B, and we'll check in very shortly. Okay, how did we go? These are the answers I got for machine B. Hopefully they match your answers. Another useful function of Excel is to produce statistical graphs, and in particular we're interested in a back-to-back box and whisker plot for this example. So to start the process, select both sets of data. We go to Insert, Statistical Charts, and Box and Whisker. Okay, this should be your basic box and whisker plot. To change the title, you just simply click on the box. If you want it bolded, you can just click on it and press Control B for bold. Okay, we want to put in some label axes. I don't particularly need the x-axis, so I'm just going to click on that one and press delete. To add a y-axis label, I go to Add Chart Element underneath Chart Design, and I want to put one on my primary vertical axis. So enter in something appropriate, bold it. You can change the font if you like to make it a bit bigger. The other thing we want to see on there, how do I know which one represents machine A and B? I want to go back to chart design and add chart element, and I want a legend. And you just tell tell it where you want to see the legend. So I'm going to put it on the bottom. You're done with the basic. If you would like to see important features like the values on your graph, you can right click onto the graph, go to add data labels, and it will bring those values up for you. However, I just want a plain graph shown there, so I'm going to leave it at that. Another type of graph that is a really good way of comparing two pieces of data is if you were to produce histograms. Now, Excel isn't really great at this, so we're going to use Google Sheets instead to do this. If you don't have a Google account, quickly create one. Once you've created an account and opened it up, you should be able to access the different apps that Google offers, including Sheets. So we want to start a new spreadsheet, and using the Excel data, we can copy that over. Okay, and Google Sheets has exactly the same commands as Excel. So if I want to know my minimum, I simply type in equals min, brackets, select the data I'm after, close brackets, press equals. Quartile, select your range, comma 1, close brackets. Median, type in median. Q3, max, mean, same, average, range, it's going to be my max minus my min, IQR is my Q3 minus my Q1. So same functionality, do the same for machine B. Okay, moving on to inserting a histogram. I'm going to do one for machine A first. So I go to machine A, insert, chart. I want it to be a histogram, so I'll scroll down, histogram chart here, so select that. I want to customize it. So at the moment you can see here that it includes data in sets of 20. I want to reduce that. So I go to customize, histogram, where it says bucket size, that's the width of my column. So at the moment it's on 20, I want to set it to 10. Okay, and then I can do things like give it a chart title. I can click on the axes and change it to frequency. And I want a horizontal axis title, volume. And we're done. See if you can do the same for machine B. And we'll check your graph compared to mine. So press pause and have a go. Okay, how did you go? My two graphs look like this. You can see that to compare them, I'm using the same column width of 10. When you put these histograms together and compare them, you can then make comments on things like the distribution. So in machine A, we can see that it's skewed very much to the left, which is positive skewing, whereas machine B looks more symmetrical. And you can see that machine B has a more narrow range than machine A does. So you could say that machines B is narrowly distributed, compared to machine A, which is more widely distributed. Okay, I hope that's helped you with using spreadsheeting to help do statistical calculations and graphing, which puts you in a much better position for statistical analysis and interpretation. Thanks, guys.